Hey everybody, it's Brick Waffle again, and we are back on V for Vanilla with a pumpkin on our head. And I'm pretty sure, based on some Discord messages with the other people on the server, that I know exactly who did this. So Tim, plots are being made. I think I'm going to take advantage of this opportunity and see if I can find Bo and get rid of this Cursive Binding helmet. Ooh, punch, unbreaking, power, flame, I like that. Let's get that, and I think I might have some extra arrows in this chest. And there is a reason that I was AFK overnight, and we'll check that out in just a minute, but for right now, let's see how good of a shot we are. Oop, it's almost nighttime actually, let's go ahead and sleep first. I want to get killed by my own arrow and not by a creeper. So let's do that. But yeah, no, I spent the night AFKing. I want to give you guys a little bit of a tour of what we've done since the last episode, and then we'll go into some new projects. So for now, let's see if we can come over here, and if I can do this just right, I should be able to shoot straight up. And it does not look like that's going to be straight up. There we go. Hit myself. I don't know if it'll count for me if I don't get it. There we go. Shot by Brick Waffle. So if I did that right, well, I've got rid of my helmet, which is good. I think that should have dropped a player head too. And there it is. First player head for the server, Brick Waffle's head, complete with Brick Waffle's bald spot. So that'll work for now. But yeah, let's go ahead and do a little bit of a tour. I'm going to put my own head on so I get a bigger head. And let's see what we've got going on. Obviously, we have the beacons down here. So that's kind of one of the first things that we've done. I spent some time in between episodes grinding up a little bit of material for the beacon. Basically, diamond blocks and iron blocks, and now we have our beacon beams. And we've got two of them down there so that we can see in the upper right corner. We've got resistance, regen, and haste 2. And that is outstanding. So we're also going to grab up a few pumpkins while we're over here. Yeah, I probably should go back and get my equipment so I can get my axe and all those other good tools. But for now, we're just going to get a few of these, because that's only one of the things that we've done. You may have also noticed, as I turn around here, that there's a couple of other buildings. We've got this sugarcane area, this pumpkin. We've got a big thing back there, snow golem. So what we've got here is a little bit of sugarcane from this little farm right here. It's a very simple design. Just uses observers on either side to check when one of them grows to 3. And you might be able to tell back here, occasionally there should be, a minecart running back and forth to collect up all the resources and drop them in there. And then over here we've just got these 2 pumpkin stems with observers, so every time the pumpkin stem changes state, it breaks the block on either side, puts it into that hopper stream, and gives us some pumpkins as well. Now, snow golems, I'm sure probably everybody's seen this before, but here if you've got this and you've got a shovel, you can break these snow layers and basically have infinite snow. So he's trapped in here just hanging out, chilling. And then, we can get as much snow as we want from there. And just like on our Waffle Sauce server, we've built the iron farm that has a bunch of crop farms built into it as well. That is not what I meant to do, and I need to go back and get my hoe so I can fix that. Otherwise, we might actually have some stuff spawning. And yeah, we are a little bit full on that. Wow. Okay, so we'll have to come back and sort that out here in just a little bit. But yeah, that's great. And there's our flaming bow again. So we've got a lot of stuff in the works. Overnight AFK session for the iron farm was basically all day plus some AFK time. These were just a few hours each, but we're going to see why we're gathering all the, well, you probably can already tell, but we'll go see why we're gathering all the pumpkins and sugarcane here in just a minute. So let me get some stuff organized in here, and I will be right back. Alright, so we are back. We've got all of our gear back on, and we've got, you can hear iron golems dying over there, but we also want to set up, actually we need one more thing. I want to set up a composter over here by the iron farm so that we can take all those poppies and turn them into bone meal. Let's see, we're going to want a chest. And let's just put it right down here. So we'll have a chest there. We'll have a hopper going into it right here. And then our composter on top of that. and then one more hopper going into the top of the composter. That way we can drop seeds and flowers and things in there, and we'll be able to get our stuff back, no problem. So let's get those. Let's get some of this going. There we go. And let's get all of this stuff back. Let's get some of these guys. There we go. So now we should be able to start putting in multiple stacks of poppies. And we also are going to have to craft up some iron blocks because we just have too many in here. That's a really good problem to have. Let's grab as much of this as we can. We'll do that for now. We'll grab all of those guys. And then we're just going to fill this back up with iron again. So this is obviously a little bit chaotic, but it'll fill up over time again. And we've got tons of materials. I guess we could bring another chest over here to put that on top. But yep, that's going to give us tons of bone meal over time. It's just going to start collecting up, and we get it kind of passively. So let's come back down here and do a little bit of crafting. So some iron blocks need to be made. There we go. That's going to save us a lot of space. We're also going to need some sugar to be made out of all of these sugar cane. There we go. And let's put some iron blocks in here. There we go. Like that. And we're going to grab some more sugar, some eggs, some pumpkins. And you guys can probably tell what's going on here now. So we are opening up a bakery. We actually have opened up a bakery. And now we're really working on putting this stuff together. Let's keep cooking these guys. There we go. What are we short on now? We got, oh, need more eggs. Excellent. The other part that I can show you while we're going through here, though, is our nether tunnel. So, not finished yet, but we've worked on decoration here. So this is our little branch off of the main tunnel that we share with Endercow. And then this one goes to spawn. So Endercow has a lot of tunnel down there, and he's been working his way back towards spawn. We are going to collaborate in the future on a little project here at our intersection. But for now, this area right here is our little short tunnel from our branch over to the spawn area. And Watt has done an amazing job with his nether hub. It looks fantastic, and you can see other people have been super inspired to start decorating as well. So that looks like Skimble's tunnel. Obviously we've got Watt's tunnel. I'm not sure whose tunnel that is. I don't know everybody's banner yet, so I apologize. We've got just stuff everywhere though. These are really starting to fill out, and this is looking great. So we're going to ride down here and pop through into the spawn area. And with this nether tunnel, we are very close to spawn, so it's going to be really easy to kind of check on things. Oh, now it's starting to get spooky over here. We got some jack-o'-lanterns, and someone has replaced the starting hill with mycelium. Okay, alright. Oh, and we've got a little bone block arch, campfire. Okay, I appreciate that. You know, we're getting some Halloween decorations going. Fantastic. But for right now, we are going to pop right over to this. Let's see if I can land without dying. Hey, I did it. Sakala's Bakery. So we've got our giant cupcake right here. It needs some work. It needs some interior decoration for sure. And we're going to bring a little friend over here at some point to help us sell items. But right now, you can see we've got baked potatoes, which we haven't sold any yet. Golden carrots, 1 diamond for 16. Golden apples, and pumpkin pies. So we're going to restock some of this. And cakes, we get 4 cakes for a diamond. And then cookies, 1 diamond for 32. So people will be able to come in here and get all sorts of little snacks and treats, and hopefully that will get noticed fairly soon. So if you guys are watching this video, there's now a source to get some easy food over here. And I've heard from a couple people that did see that while I was putting it together that the prices are pretty reasonable, but man, someone has gone through and changed so many of these torches into jack-o'-lanterns. This place is looking great. That's really cool. And this mycelium has really spread. So somebody's been very busy doing that project. I'm really digging that. That's fantastic. Alright, for now, we're going to pop back through, and I want to show a couple of other things in our area, but you can see I've also updated the map, so we can now see our little bakery on there. Let's pop back to our base, and look at one of the other projects that we've done so far. So we're going to come up here. I love the speed effect from beacons. Someday we're going to get all the effects at our base too, but it's very expensive to buy wither skulls. I might have to go and actually farm some up myself as well. Alright, let's pop in here. And the other thing that we've done is we have, the river right out there, and we've actually managed to carve our tunnel with our little looking area and put in an aquarium. So this aquarium will let us get all the tropical fish. Sakala and I went out and gathered a bunch of coral. Now that I've got a silk touch pick, we've got all these tropical fish on both sides. We had a puffer fish, but he moved into the corner, puffed, and then suffocated. So we don't have a puffer fish anymore, but this is great, and it lets us look out into the river still, see what's going on since we are technically underwater here. And then down here is just the area to go maintain our beacons since they're out in the river as well. But yeah, this is really, really looking good. I'm very happy with that. And of course, we've got our nether wart set up. And we've got our nether wart growing. There was a little bit of an adventure. I thought I was just going to pop into the nether and grab some nether wart. But that ended up getting me killed and losing all of my gear. And Skimble was nice enough to try to help me find my gear. But also to let me go grab a couple nether wart from him. I did get all my gear remade and repurchased. And so that's the advantage of having a diamond mine and a Fortune 3 pick. So right now we're using Silk Touch, but then we bring it back and Fortune up any ores that we get so that we can get lots more out of it. Alright, so we have made a couple of other adjustments, and we've got all this storage expanded. So instead of having chests kind of going this way, they're now going back into the wall a little bit, and that let us put, instead of, 2 and chests kind of stack like that, we now have 4 in the same space in terms of double chests. And these single chests are also now double chests. So we have dramatically increased the size of our storage, a little bit more than doubled it. And that is going to be really, really fantastic for us going forward. If we have to exceed this, we're probably going to have to do a bigger build entirely, and we will be doing a new base in the future. This is our starter base. It's got everything we need in a nice compact area, and I really like it. But we're definitely going to build on this going forward. So, next up is a little bit more brewing, I believe. Let's see, we have, yep, we got 4 off of that. Put one of those back. And we are going to need some more glass in order to do some more brewing. So let's do, yep, ooh, wow, we're getting real close on that. Let's go ahead and smelt up all 3 of these sand, all 3, right? That's a huge amount. We'll smelt those up, and then we'll get some glass bottles going, do a little bit more brewing, and I think that should take us up to what we need to do next. Alright. Let's get this stuff converted. While we're waiting for that to smelt, we want to take a look at a couple of other things. So we have a couple of options in the future. I'm thinking right back here in this little spot, we either put another one of these plants or potentially a little secret entrance to somewhere. But for now, since we don't have the secret entrance ready to go, let's grab one of those and one of those and one of these, and that way we can at least get, oops, nope, come down here. We can at least get a little bit of our decor settled out. And that used to have the composter in it, but of course we've just moved that out. The iron farm, that's looking better. So now we've got some bushes here, those are looking good. Now we have some at the front as well, we have one over here. Yeah, and that's perfect. So we've got our glass, now we can get our bottles. Fill those up right here, and get those in the brewing stand. Okay, so potion-wise, we have our fire resistance potions, we've got water breathing, we have 2 regen that were a gift when we started, and we have some night vision. If we look at this, we can see we've got the Vanilla Tweaks add-on here that shows us what we can brew. And I think what we want to do is brew up some speed potions as well, so that's going to help us out. We've got plenty of sugar, and we can make those a little bit longer with redstone. So let's pop in here, and we'll grab one of these. And one of these. Basically, we're just making an energy drink. Just a very sugary energy drink. We're also going to need to get more blaze powder at some point. That's going to be a little tricky getting into the nether and getting down to a fortress that hasn't already been kind of made very dangerous or completely ransacked. But I know there's at least one over by Endercow. Might want to work on a blaze farm at some point. Consider that too. A potion of swiftness, 3 minutes, and this will give us, I believe, 8 minutes on that. Alright, so all of that preparation was to set up for ABBA caving. We did a tournament on a live stream with RedFox, and, well, we won. But it was a little bit scary, and I want to roll that footage. I'm going to do it as a super fast time lapse while I stack up the winnings, and then we'll catch up with you guys in just a second. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was an unfortunate way to win. Usually it'd be nicer if both people actually made it back to the surface alive and we had a real competition. So I do feel bad for RedFox on that. But we did post up a pretty healthy score of 281 points, which I believe was the third highest score that has been posted on the server so far. So we're going to be doing some more ABBA caving. Either I got really lucky or I have a knack for it, and I kind of want to find out which. So we'll be doing more of that in future episodes. But for now, let's just go ahead and grind through all of this stuff with our fortune pick and see exactly what we got away with at the end of all that. So it was a definite scary time. It was much more intense than I expected it to be. There were several very close calls, and it was, well, yeah, you saw in the video clip there. It was very, very scary. But when we got back to the surface, we totaled everything up, and we had some incredibly lucky finds. Finding that dungeon almost immediately was outstanding. Even though it was just a horse armor, it's fine. Horse armor is still about the same as finding an emerald early. And speaking of which, we were in an extreme hills, so we ended up getting several emeralds as well. So let's make sure we didn't lose anything on top of this tree, since I happen to post up right next to that. Let's see, did we lose anything up here? I don't think so. Let's double check. Nope, so far so good. Okay, so at the end result, we ended up with 6 emeralds, 28 diamonds, 2.5 stacks of lapis, 6 stacks of redstone, and 32 gold that we're going to smelt up. So that was really outstanding. And a pretty good run. For 20 minutes, that's really, really good. If we could do that every time we went caving for 20 minutes, we'd be in really good shape. But for now, we're going to put all this stuff away. Let's stick that in there. And we're really catching on here. Let's go ahead and put these guys in there. And we'll put the redstone in here. There we go. And I'll put more of it in a block form as I start to fill up space in here, but I think I'll get probably a couple rows of lapis before I bother with that. Yeah, so that's pretty good winnings. That gives us enough safety that we know we can get our gear back. If we die, we can certainly remake our gear. And we do have some more diamonds in here for the shopping district. So that's pretty good shape. I'm happy with that, and I think that's where we're going to wrap it up for today. So hopefully you guys did like that. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button. If you really liked it, then make sure to subscribe. And as always, I've been Brickwaffle. Thank you for watching.